In today's video, I'll be continuing my challenge where I play Minecraft every day for an entire year, and this is day 204 of my challenge, and we have quite the build ahead of us, and we're making some good progress, and I think it's coming out decent so far. We got some big additions coming your way though for today. I think it's going to come out looking a lot nicer by the end of today than it looks right now, but we're making progress nevertheless, and we're back here at our original jungle village where we got all of our signs and obviously our melon chest where we're grabbing 1 melon for every subscriber gained throughout this series, and we gotta write down 1 lucky subscriber every day. And today we have Yawn. I'm not going to pronounce 7. I believe that's silent, but welcome to the wall of subscribers, my friend. You are officially a legend. And I think actually, as much as I was talking down on Netherrack, I think I'm going to use some of it in this build. And I also think if I can use these crimson roots, that might be pretty cool. So let's see if we can use those. I don't know how that works, but we're going to try and use that. And then I have obviously some ideas with this. I want to light this netherrack on fire. And I also want to blow up the nether, but we're not quite getting there yet. But I think another good idea would be maybe some black stained glass. And obviously we're going to need squids for that. And then I had an idea of something else I wanted to add, but obviously that may have slipped my mind in between planning this out about 2 minutes ago and actually executing it. So that being said, let's head back over here. Let's see if we can find some squids actually for now. And nobody really let me know in the comments yesterday, how do you tame a nautilus? There's one, a drowned riding one. I have no idea how to tame a nautilus, but I would like to if I knew how to. And I feel like I remember someone saying you have to feed them tropical fish. I might be wrong on that. That might have been axolotls actually, now that I think of it. Oh my, I sent that squid flying. Come back, buddy. I need your ink sacs, please. Thank you very much. That guy, I don't really want anything to do with you. And why did I just hear that crazy noise? What the heck was that? That sounded like, I don't even know, the Loch Ness Monster or something. Like, that was... What is that? Am I hearing things? I might be hearing things. Let's head over here and let's start executing. I think I want this, obviously, the netherrack for a little bit of some actual fire. And I think that would look pretty cool. Let's try not to light our farm on fire, but can I place this down? Do you have to place this down on netherrack maybe? That would maybe make sense. But I think this meteorite needed a little bit of texturing, and I actually do like the look of the netherrack. I can't place this stuff down, so I don't really know how exactly that works, but I do know that we need to finish this as soon as possible so we could get on to the next builds, which I think we'll probably be doing the lighthouse. Don't take my word for that just quite yet, but I cannot reach that, so let me use some of our blackstone scaffolding. We got all different types of scaffolding throughout this journey. This is just one of them. Oh my goodness, I'm just stomping out these magma blocks. Alright, throw that there. I think we're gonna do something like that. Maybe that could look pretty good. I'm just stomping on these things. Cool block. Kind of a pain to build with though. Really. I don't even believe I was on that. What are we doing? I'm getting jumped. Why are they moving so fast? Why did they look like they were moving so fast? Are these drowns? I feel like there's something up with the drowns in my world. I'm telling you. These guys are a different level. I think I actually did kind of want to use some basalt in this build as well. But we'll have to see. I don't really quite have any on me right now, and I think that would also help texture this up. So let's go get some of that. Is that another squid? I thought I saw another squid. think I have enough ink sacs though. Let's turn this into some dye as we're flying. A little multitask action going on for us today. And I want to make this into some black stained glass, which that was actually much easier than anticipated. I thought we were going to need to find more squids, but that should be more than enough. And I think we can create a cool visual using that black stained glass, and then maybe some fire under it. Maybe like a campfire going on. Like, can we get like a smoky ground? There is the basalt. Gosh, that was harder to find than I imagined. But yeah, this is gonna need some texturing for sure. I can already tell we need to texture this thing up, and same thing with like leaking it out into the grass as well. I think having stuff like this helps a bit, even if it's not fully connected. But this should come out looking much better when we add this all in here. I think something like this should kind of do the job. But we're going to need basalt, and we're also going to need some more netherrack. I think this basalt is going to make a huge difference. I don't want it to look like a geode though. So we're going to do our best to make this try and not look like a geode. But we can even do some like netherrack. Like, this will all be farmland, but maybe like within the farm. Because I hope I'm not wrong, but I don't think wheat lights on fire. So maybe we have like, I don't know, just kind of spread out a bit here and there. And we could texture this up quite a bit as well, as I was saying. And maybe leak this on into here. Something like that. A little bit of patches going on. Maybe some more fire over here. Please don't light my leaves on fire. I feel like that's a little too... Yeah, that's a little too close. Okay. That was supposed to be on fire. Yeah, that's a little too close. So let's leave dirt there. I am not trying... The last thing I want to do is light all of my builds on fire and it starts spreading. I mean, that is just... Yeah, that's not worth it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to stay away from that as much as we can. Really, Drowned, you really got to come over here and bother me, my friend. We're having a nice cozy day building here. We're getting stuff done, and you're just gonna kill my vibe, my friend. You know what? Come over here. I'm gonna get in the fire. Go in the fire. Yeah, I'm fed up with you guys. I'm fed up. Let's do something like that. I feel like this is looking much better already. Definitely looks like a meteor struck. Oh my goodness, this stuff is so annoying to build on. I cannot lie. Okay. My problem is like, where are we gonna put the dragon egg? That's gonna be a difficult decision. But we're gonna have to find a place. I cannot stand. I get it. I can crouch, but I mean, I cannot stand this stuff right now. This is absurd. At least I'm not stomping on the fire. That's a positive, I guess, right? We could take that away. I mean, come on. And we got these guys bothering us every 2 seconds. Go back in the water. Alright. Speaking of, let's see. Do I have campfires on me? I could have sworn I had campfires on me. I might have left them in that. I have my shulker box right here. I don't. Okay. Campfires. We need them. Wait, do I have? No, they're not in there. Let's just dump some of this stuff as we're flying over. I don't really need all of these potatoes. Where did I put those campfires? Right here. Thank you very much. And maybe some glowstone too. That could be pretty cool. That feels like a block that definitely fits within a meteor strike. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think, like I said, I want to do some of this ground. Kind of like... I don't know. Like, if I go and throw some of this stuff down here. Like I said, I put netherrack there. And then I put... What if I did campfires under here? And then I put glass on top of that. Oh, I mean... Does that look... What? You are you got bad aim, my friend. You're standing right next to me and you couldn't even hit me. You got terrible aim. I wish I could pick that up. I don't know. I feel like I like it, but I should not put them all next to each other like that. And I probably should have used Silk Touch to break that. I don't think they should all be next to each other, I think. But I do like it, and I do like the smoke coming out. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my, another one? These guys are just coming out. Stay in there. Please stay in the water. I don't need to die right now. I just died like 2 days ago, my friend. I do love that smoke. Like, that smoke is giving it a good feel. So we're on to something here, that's for sure. And with the rain coming down, like, I'm getting a vibe from this. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, let's stay away from the fire as much as possible here. We're not doing the best job at that, I promise you that. Give me some netherrack, please. Throw a campfire down there and some glass on top. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm liking it at least. So that's all that really matters, right? As long as I'm liking it, then I think we're... Get some. Get some. My friend, get some. Maybe like right here even, right in the front. Some netherrack down there. Some of that good stuff. Some of that. I don't know. You let me know in the comments, what are you thinking of this build so far? I think it's coming out pretty good. I'm actually not gonna lie, it's coming out much better than I thought it would. So I'm happy with this so far. But obviously we got some more work to go. And we gotta make it... I mean, that kind of looks like a meteor struck. Like, I think I mess it up a bit. But I think messing it up actually makes it look more realistic. I think maybe I need like more of like an overhang on this top area. Like something like this. That might help my case just a bit. Maybe some fire up here too. I feel like fire up here might not make as much sense as towards the bottom. I think this is looking pretty good. Maybe just a little more of an overhang out here. I can't avoid the fire if I wanted to, man. Place that. Oh. I don't like that there. I feel like that has to be oh my voice crack. Oh my goodness. Gosh, some days I wish I was editing these, you know. There's nothing I could do. I'm just gonna have to eat that one. That was absurd. We're gonna blame that on the dryness in my room right now. Holy, that was bad. That might be the worst one we've had on this channel. There's been a few of them, but that takes the crown. That was brutal. I apologize for that. That's bad. All right. Let's blend this in a little bit, though. Enough messing around. Blend it on into the wall as much as we can. I mean, the dirt, this doesn't make sense, but these are kind of like the explosion hit. You know, like, that's kind of what I'm thinking, placing these here. Kind of like rocks, I guess, in a way. It's the explosion, and that's like the impact. Like, it kind of looks... I think it's coming out pretty good. I don't know. I think it's coming out pretty good so far. I like the fire. I like the idea that it's like this. And maybe we have, like, the glowstone down here. Like, this is, like, the real impact. Like, something like that. And then we got the dragon egg sitting on top of the glowstone. It's like the top of the meteor. It's like the meteor. I think that could look pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. So let's go get that dragon egg. Let's place it down. Let's take another look at things. Now let's see if we could call this build complete. I don't know. Maybe we got to add more magma as well. We definitely do. I didn't use all of my magma. So I would like to use a good amount more. And I have some right here. Let's throw some of this stuff. We can't use this apparently, so just get rid of that. There we go. Dragon egg is going to go right there. That's the meteor that struck. I feel like I don't love it being on the glowstone, but it kind of makes it more presentable. You could see that it's at least a build around the dragon egg. I think that's probably a good thing. And maybe, just maybe, we fill this wall with this magma rather than just leaving it as dirt. I think that could look a little bit better. Maybe some of these gaps we fill in. And on this wall as well. My goodness. My goodness. Can I reach that? Nice. Can I reach that again? Nice. I think it's looking pretty good. It looks like a meteor hit, and that was my goal. I mean, it's a little choppy, for sure. But like I said, I mean, my goal was it's a meteor. It struck the ground. It blew up, and that's what happens when a meteor blows up. You know, it looks a little choppy. I think. Once I get all of this down that I'd like to get down, though, this build will be complete. I think something like that. Maybe just around that edge. Yeah, I think connect these two right here. Maybe leak that down into there. That's looking pretty solid. I mean, maybe not my favorite build, but I think it accomplishes the job that we were going for. And I think once I obviously surround it with the wheat field, it'll look more like a meteor struck. That's doing the job. I love the smoke from the campfires, I have to say. I think that was almost a necessary addition. And maybe we got to have some of that up here as well. I think having the smoke coming out of the magma would look pretty cool. Something like that. Like, that looks pretty good. I do like that. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's throw that there. And then we're gonna need to add some more of that smoke. That was such a dumb idea. What was I thinking? Oh my, screw the campfire. I don't need it. I grabbed the wrong axe. What was I that might have been just about the dumbest thing that I've done throughout this entire challenge. That was such a bad idea. Thank God I had some health. Oh my, I was not thinking. That's the only thing I could say to that. Clearly the brain was not working there. That was bad. That was a mishap for sure. Yeah, that's the smoke. Look at the smoke. It's like a little darker too, I feel like. I don't know. I'm loving this. I kind of like this. I think, yeah, that's like a meteor struck. I mean, it's like pretty realistic, I think. I think it's realistic in a sense that it's randomized and it's not like perfect circle and everything. I don't know, I like that. But that is actually perfect timing. The end of day 204. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, hype the video, leave a comment if you want to make it on the wall of subscribers. And if you made it this far in the video, comment fire. Because the video is fire and we got fire all around us. But I will see you tomorrow for day 205.